The National Assembly ROs will receive from the presiding officers green and blue bags along with Form 45, 46, acquittance roll and brass seal, while the Provincial Assembly ROs will collect the white bag and the relevant Form 45 and 46. Both the ROs will make sure that all entries to Form 45 and 46 have been made correctly. Preparation of tentative results on Form 47. After collecting the Forms 45 and 46 from all the presiding officers of their constituency, the ROs will compile results on Form 47 using Election Management System and announce the unconfirmed results. These results will not include postal ballots. The unconfirmed results prepared on Form 47 will have to be dispatched to the Election Commission of Pakistan, Provincial Election Commission, Regional Election Commission, and District Election Commission by 2 a.m. on the election day. In case of any delay, the ROs are required to bring to the notice of the relevant authorities the causes of delay and details of such polling stations. However, the returning officers have to send complete unconfirmed results at the earliest possible. Preparation of final results. Section 95, Rule 85. After the elections, the returning officers will, under Section 95 of the Election Act, issue a notice and communicate to all candidates and their election agents the day, time, and venue for the consolidation of results. To ensure transparency, it is mandatory to let the candidates and their agents witness this process. The returning officers will consolidate on Form 48 the results submitted by all the presiding officers. Before this process, they will open the polling bags handed over by the presiding officers, open packet number 2 containing ballot papers excluded from the count, open packet number 6 containing tendered ballot papers, and packet number 9 containing challenged ballot papers excluded from the count. Inspect only those ballot papers which the presiding officers did not include in the count. This process will separately be conducted for tendered and challenged votes as it is mandatory under the law. Normally, valid votes are not recounted. In case returning officers think that a vote excluded from the count by any presiding officer merits being counted, they will include that vote in the valid ballot papers in favor of the particular candidate. During this process, the ROs should make sure not to mix the tendered and challenged ballot papers taken out of the packets. They should keep votes as counted by the presiding officer in separate packets. In case any candidate or election agent objects to the rejection of any ballot paper, the returning officer will write the words "Rejection objected to." Before the consolidation of results, the ROs will be authorized to recount the votes of one or more polling stations on a written application or challenge by election candidates or their polling agents. The recount will be done if the margin of victory is less than 5% of the total polled votes or less than 8,000 votes for National Assembly and 4,000 votes for Provincial Assembly, whichever is low. The recount will be done only once. Before the consolidation of final results, the Election Commission can, after assigning a reason, also direct the returning officer to recount ballot papers of one or more polling stations. In case of any discrepancy between the results submitted by the presiding officer and the results of the recount, the details of the same should be recorded. This should be done only if the returning officer, under Section 95, subsection 5 and 6, completes the consolidation of results within 7 days for National Assembly and 5 days for Provincial Assembly of polling. The returning officer will then count the postal ballots received in favor of each candidate and tally them in the final result Form 48. Postal ballots will not be counted if received after the last date. The cover, that is Form 40, does not contain a declaration, Form 38. The declaration is quite deficient or faulty. The serial number of ballot paper mentioned in the declaration is different from the one stated in Form 39. After the consolidation of results, the RO will issue the statement of count and a copy of final result with receipt. Under subsection 8, the Election Commission, on receipt of documents, will publish these on its website within 14 days of the election date. Election Management System (EMS). EMS is designed to assist the returning officers in timely preparation of error-free results. Election Management System and its related equipment will be installed in the office of the returning officers. In the consolidation process before preparing Form 48 and 49, RO will make entry of the received postal ballot papers. Then, using EMS, they will enter the invalid votes excluded from the count by the presiding officer, which should have been counted. After that, the RO will compile Form 48 and 49 using the menu provided in the system. They will be able to print these. Both these forms will be carefully prepared and rechecked. Both forms will be packed in tamper-evident bag PKTEB2 as per directions and sent to Election Commission of Pakistan. Under Section 97 of Election Act 2017, RO will declare both candidates successful if the number of their votes is equal. In such an event, both the successful candidates will represent their constituency for half of the tenure of the Assembly. To decide who represents the constituency first, the RO will hold a draw in his office in the presence of both the candidates or their agents. Following this, their names will be notified in the Official Gazette of the Election Commission. The record of the entire proceedings will be maintained and signatures of the candidates or their agents duly obtained. In case of refusal to give signature, the same will be made a part of the official record. Handing over of election material, Section 99, Rule 87 and 89. All packets opened for the purpose of consolidation of results will be sealed again according to the prescribed method. ROs will secure the signature of candidates or their agents on these packets and stamp the same. ROs will provide a copy of consolidated statement of count and consolidated results to candidates or their agents present at the time. Following relevant packets will be placed in tamper-evident bag 3, provided for every polling station as per prescribed method. Valid ballot papers packet 1, invalid ballot papers packet 2, unused ballot papers packet 11, counterfoils of used ballot papers packet 12, marked copies of voter lists packet 13, packet containing Form 48 and 49, packet 17 for ballot paper account forms, tendered and challenged ballot papers along with list of spoiled and stray ballot papers packets 5, 6, 8, 9 and 10. The returning officer will prepare for every polling station 3 copies of the inventory of sealed polling bags on Form 51. One of these copies will be retained by the ROs, while the remaining 2 will be provided to the in-charge storage and the Election Commission. Seal number of tamper-evident bag for every polling station will be recorded on each. Sealed tamper-evident bag 3 of each constituency will be deposited in the Election Commission storage. After depositing the bags in the storage, the returning officers cannot open these without clear instructions from the Election Commission or the Election Tribunal. Remember that the packets pertaining to national and provincial assemblies have to be sealed in separate tamper-evident bag 3.